RIP 70-year-old woman shows off her toned figure as she becomes a bodybuilding champion defying. Rebecca Woody, from Missouri, grew up with a fitness fanatic father who was a coach at a local community center. The personal trainer, her doctor said the condition meant that she would never be able to take part in bodybuilding competitions and advised her to stop lifting weights. However, she was determined to prove her doubters wrong. Her passion for the sport motivated her to keep weightlifting to prove her doctors wrong. In her early 30s, she was introduced to bodybuilding initially to shed the baby weight she carried after giving birth to her third child. She has since come first place in the 1990 Nationals and has placed in 39 various contests including 7 national contests. In April 2019, she competed in a bodybuilding physique contest in the over 35s category, being the oldest one there, and came in first place for bodybuilding and second in the physique category. At 4'9",